All right. You guys ready?
You're just gonna jump right in.
That's right.
Bop,
Bop, bop, doo, bop, diddy, bop, doo, yes, bop, bop, doo, bop. Oh, yeah.
You were early.
No, I was doing an ad lib.
What the
You were
fuck,
early.
Lizzie?
Are you rushing or dragging?
I think you're rushing.
Fucking dance mom Joe Nunnink is in the studio with us.
Yeah,
Do
well,
it
yeah,
right or
bop,
don't do it
bop,
at
and
all.
Smile.
And smile.
Dude,
Welcome to Respectfully.
I'm Andrea Allen.
So we're
Joe
off to a hot
Nunnink has
start.
already poured
Not
water all
using
over all the
it.
electronics.
You literally were told not to use your arms.
Sorry.
I'm Lizzie Cassidy, and our guest today is hilarious stand-up comedian and unfortunately friend in real life,
Yeah.
Joe Nunnink.
Complete
Great
slob
to be
drunk.
here. Sorry.
Absolute.
Yeah.
I'm a
absolute-
cyclops now, so I can't see where I'm pointing these bad
Dude,
boys.
and so sunburned, it's crazy.
It's
So,
crazy. I
From,
put
by the way, a
look at
cloudy
this.
day. I
Yeah.
need that to be on
cloudy day,
record.
but
Cloudy day.
apparently clouds doesn't matter. Sun still
Yeah,
hits.
everybody's mom told them that.
I just found out about this.
Well,
Well, you weren't raised right, but we all know that.
we all know that. I mean, look at you.
Dude,
Look at the
oh
absolute
my
state
God,
of you.
you are a fucking nightmare.
I'm a mess.
Dude, speaking of dance moms, I famously did synchronized swimming. Sorry,
Famously.
Yeah, we all knew
everybody.
that.
And I was very bad at it. So I had to go in
There
That's
are
your
very
origin story?
few-
It's one of
There are
them.
very few funnier things to be bad at.
That's so
synchronized
funny.
swimming.
Yeah.
Especially because you're surrounded by people doing it right
Doing it right.
and
I'm just
in sync.
flailing around.
Yeah.
So I had to go in and practice extra on Sundays with the coach,
Oh.
humiliating. And she would
God.
take a spoon and she would hit the little like metal bar so I could hear her during it. And she'd be like 5, 6, 7, ding, ding, ding. And I would fuck it
Wow.
up and I'd come out of the water and she'd be like, "Did you hear the spoon?"
And you'd come out of the water like snot running down your
Yes.
face.
Why do they make kids do this
Tears.
shit? They're bad at everything.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what it is. Synchronized swimming, recorder.
yeah, I
Oh,
did
Remember
that.
recorder?
Remember recorder.
I took
I
hip
mean,
hop.
sucked poo.
Oh
at.
my God.
absolutely stunk on ice at the recorder.
Just stunk so bad. And
Just
my
a-
alcoholic father had to schlep out to the school to
Yeah.
watch me.
Do
Yeah.
hot cross
To
buns.
do hot cross
Yeah.
buns.
Shout out to every alcoholic father who made the trip.
The
Yeah.
dude made the trip, and he goes, "Tell me again why I shouldn't be drinking every day."
Because this is not helping
like,
the case.
For his future,
Yeah.
guy who can't figure out hot cross buns.
Yeah.
It's one. It's like 2 notes.
You
2 and
kind
a
of
half
called
know.
that.
Your alcoholic dad grabs the recorder and absolutely nails it first try.
He does like a fucking Billy Joel solo.
He does like a snake charmer
Yeah.
little number.
Can they get a more up to date fucking song than Hot Cross Buns?
I
Right.
agree.
We're like playing a song from
I know,
1903.
do Pink Pony Club.
Yeah.
Pink Pony Club.
Nazilmatic.
Yeah.
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 Let's do some hip hop in there.
Okay.
Let's do something.
Yeah.
Something to
anything.
keep these
We
people
did do
entertained.
All Star actually.
On
Hey
the
now you're.
recorder?
Yeah, I
Somebody.
I didn't know how to play it, so I just pretended like I was doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just did the fingies.
Yeah, I did the fingers. Yeah.
Yeah. I played the tuba also famously.
Oh my God.
Bad at
You were a
that.
You're
tuba girl?
begging
Yeah,
to be
I'm
bullied.
a fucking huge virgin loser. Yeah.
Were
Absolutely.
you like obese
begging
as a
for it.
child?
No,
Why the
I was
tuba?
normal size.
And why do they give the tuba to the obese children?
I think
'Cause
it's
it's
like
a
they have
bit.
more wind inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
It's
a
like how fat
square
kids can
footage.
sing.
Yeah.
I did the tuba because I thought it was the funniest instrument. They forced me
Yeah.
to do band. I'm like, this is obviously
I
the
did
funniest
French horn,
instrument.
by the way.
Oh, you're so fucking
French
fancy.
horn?
No, I thought it was funny.
Oh, well, tuba's way funnier.
Is
And
French horn like?
But I couldn't do tuba because I was kind of fat.
yeah, and you can't do that.
And I actually wasn't, but all the girls around me were so skinny that I thought I was. And now I look at pictures and I'm like, oh.
What a hot bitch.
My brother did
What a hot
trombone,
10-year-old.
and it made my
My brother
mom
did trombone,
made my
too.
mom want to absolutely
Yeah.
off herself.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Just
My
upstairs.
parents put the kibosh on that quick. They were
My-
like, do chorus.
Do anything besides trombone.
Yeah.
And then my French horn teacher got arrested for like lightly molesting us.
No.
always do.
They always
Yeah,
do.
he wasn't like, I mean, maybe someone else has a different story, but he wasn't like fully. He was just like doing under the shirt back rubs.
Ew.
And then he
Ooh.
died
Good.
opening the trunk.
Good.
he died,
Opening a
he died
trombone?
opening the trunk of his car. He had a heart attack and died on the street.
Well, welcome to the pod.
Oh, well, great to be here.
yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, I always thought he was nice. I thought the back rubs were chill.
Show me on the French
I
horn.
didn't understand the sexual implication.
The problem is a lot of those guys are not. They're too
Of
nice.
course.
Right, of course.
Yeah, John Lasseter, the Pixar guy.
Yeah.
Apparently, like the
Oh.
nicest guy, and he's like rubbing on everybody's tits and face.
Well, that's how
Maybe
they
there's
do
some people
it.
that's nice. You
Yeah.
know.
I thought it was nice.
Yeah.
I wasn't getting a lot of physical affection.
Show me on the trombone where he
Where he touched you.
Yeah. I did.
I did also suck his cock.
Oh, thank God.
Nice. Did you suck his French
But it
horn?
was for
Yeah.
technique.
Come on.
He was
Yeah.
showing me how
Yeah.
to mouth position
So
on the
put
horn.
imagine the holes are right there.
Yeah. now do hot cross buns.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh,
He's like,
fuck,
you
I'm
are
gonna
off.
come. It is a wind instrument.
Less teeth.
So
Is this okay to?
Less teeth on the French
we're
horn.
already in, dude. We've already done suicide and pedophilia.
so dead.
And it's been 3 minutes.
Oh, welcome. That's the
Hey,
show.
listen, we're an edgy program.
We're an edgy
Whoa.
program.
Yeah. So Joe comes in with perhaps the best story I've ever heard in my life.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, can we save it? Let's do my thing,
Oh,
and then we'll do.
okay, right, I
Because
forgot.
we can't
She
open
hasn't
with.
heard the story. Are you
But
talking
she's
about?
talking about the other one.
I'm talking about the other one.
Okay.
There's high expectations here.
Two stories.
And I
Dance.
think the other one's better.
Okay. Wow.
Jeez.
That's saying a lot.
A lot of
All right.
pressure. A lot of pressure on
Lot
I
that.
know
of
you better
pressure.
fucking nail
Don't.
it.
You better hold your
but
comment right now.
before we do that,
Yes.
this came across my desk recently, and I would
yeah.
like you guys
what,
to
what
see
do we
it.
have? What do we have here?
All right.
Am I
Sound is
in
on.
this? Is that
Yeah.
me from Sunday night at Connolly's?
Yeah.
Let's just watch this.
It's a
and then
video of you in a blackout. I
I
don't,
know.
I don't
I'm
have
really
a
worried
problem.
something's gonna surface
I know.
from Sunday
you
night.
were in rare form.
I
Just
know.
for the listener, Joe and I went to a bar and a bunch of our friends and our significant others went to a bar in Far Rockaway on Sunday, and boy, did Joe do his big one.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was
I
the
mean,
big
he
one.
got absolutely shit-housed and danced way too much.
Did he?
It was horrific to see.
Are you like an I love you drunk guy or
Yeah.
pranks?
Oh,
What are
big
you
time,
doing?
big
Oh,
time.
I
Yeah,
do
yeah.
love. I miss that.
Yeah.
I think I'm a fun drunk.
Yeah. Sure.
But
You
I
and
can
our
see it.
friend Ronnie both cornered my boyfriend to tell him that you guys wanted to be friends in real life.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
And Eli's probably like, I thought we were friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eli was like, well, we went to
I
Europe
was like,
together.
no.
that was
No.
fake.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
is
yeah.
real.
I was phoning that in.
you
Ronnie
wanna-
made him give him his phone number.
Oh, dude. When I was a drunk,
You
I would
love to
get
see that.
cab
You love to see
cab
that.
drivers' phone numbers all the time.
That's
Cab drivers,
crazy.
some
I
of
would-
the horniest among
Oh,
us.
why not? I'm sure I tongue
I
kissed
mean,
at least one of them.
I
Absolutely.
mean, could you get any hornier?
No. And they'd be like, "How's your night?" And I'd be like,
And you go, is your name Mama Dude?
Yeah.
You're reading the thing.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, it is.
And
Do you
shout out
wanna-"
to Mo.
Yeah.
Thanks for getting me through that hard time.
Okay, watch this, and then I have a question for Joe about it.
All right. You were talking about this on social media. I've yet to watch it. Here we go.
Yeah.
You'll be married in a year in the suburbs with a kid on the way in 3. Convincing yourself you're living the American dream.
Look at his
And I'll
feet.
be dancing out in California.
The feet.
Kid who got it all wrong.
Someone thought it was over.
Convincing myself one day I'll write a love song.
Let's watch it again. To
Okay,
be honest.
so-
Okay.
You'll be married in a year in the suburbs
Yeah, what?
with a kid on the way in 3. Convincing yourself you're living the American dream.
Jesus Christ.
This guy was at the bar with you
And
guys.
I'll be dancing out in California.
Oh, lovely. Go. Hi.
Kid who got
They laughed at it.
Yeah. Because it's hilarious.
Imagine them showing this video to like children in Ukraine.
Gaza.
Gaza.
Okay,
They're like, sorry.
Joe, my question for you. Have white guys gone too far?
Absolutely.
Yeah, dude.
Absolutely.
Should we put an absolute
That
stop to
is-
this?
Dude.
They're so damaged.
I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
They're so hurt. I
But
mean,
the thing
it's
is,
the
this
most
is
hurt man
that
I've
actually
ever
is my
seen.
point
Yeah.
about this. He's not. The song is about how his ex-girlfriend might move on someday.
Yeah.
And he's singing it like he's been to war.
I'll be dancing.
You'll be married in a year in the suburbs.
Trump comes in, and now everyone's doing
I'm saying
songs
Benson
Here's what I will
Boone.
say.
and Little Toes.
Benson Boone, the other guy who sounds like him,
Yeah.
Timmy Swims or
Yeah.
whatever his name is. They're all doing this thing where they're like, yeah.
it is the worst song I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
could also see it being played at CVS. Like, I think
Yeah.
you could get
Yeah.
a national deal
Absolutely,
Sure.
absolutely.
on that.
Car
but everyone
commercial.
looked really uncomfortable.
Everyone,
Or-
like, if you zoom in on the people's faces, they're not having a good time.
And
I
I
would,
I
like-
would be crying with happiness in the corner about how bad this was. Oh
There's a
my
lot of
God.
people in the background trying
I'd be
not
like,
to laugh.
Do it again, dude.
And my point mostly is the fact that he's not wearing shoes.
Is he not wearing shoes?
He's not wearing shoes. Those are little socks he's wearing.
All right, hold on.
He's
Let's
wearing
go back.
little socks.
Let's go back to the.
And
let's
he's
go back to
standing
the-
on his tippy damn
Be
toes.
married in a year
Oh,
in the suburbs
Oh,
with a kid on the way.
Imagine if you were fucking this guy and then he did this.
No, can we send him to some sort of facility?
Wait. What
Yeah,
do you
like
mean
a
by kid on
camp.
the
Yeah.
way in 3? How would they know a kid's on the way if it's not for 3 years?
Well, he's saying you'll be.
He's tracking
you'll
her
be
married.
married in a year.
In a year in the suburb with a kid on the way in
3
3
years.
3 years.
But 3 years from now, you'll probably have a kid.
Okay,
You stupid bitch.
It's not on the way.
How dare you, by the way?
Stupid bitch with some other
A
man.
woman I broke up with. How dare she have a nice life that she's always wanted that I refuse to give her?
It's also so snarky. Oh, you think you're gonna be living the
I know.
American dream, bitch?
I know, and then he's like, I'll be dancing in California. Brother, it doesn't look fun.
No.
No.
It doesn't look like you're having a great time.
Dude, this would be all the evidence that she needs to know that she made the right decision.
I know.
Just like seeing this, like,
she
yeah,
probably
yeah.
feels fucking
Oh my
awesome
God.
right now, dude.
this is
You
a
could have
relief.
ended up with toes on the pavement. You'll be married in a year in the suburbs, guy. And instead, you are married.
Oh, to
Just
a nice
whatever
person.
ounce of doubt hidden away in the back of her mind was just totally extinguished
Yeah.
by this video.
And this is, I would like to bring this to a larger point about dating musicians in general,
Which I've done.
which I've done
Yeah.
famously
Yeah.
quite a bit of.
Yeah, me too.
And they always like, the problem with dating a musician is they will make it seem like they're good at what they do.
Sure.
And then
Oh.
you'll go to an event like this one, and you really do have a moment where you go, "Oh no!"
You have to close your whole pussy up.
Oh no!
Oh,
I
no,
have
yeah,
to, I have
stitch
to
it
surgically
shut.
seal my
it shut.
pussy, stitch it right up.
Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine?
Yes, I
You're on
did.
a third date with this guy, and he pulls out this fucking charade.
Doing a little toe on point.
oh,
my
and,
god.
And not only is it toes on point, it's out of emotion.
It's
out of pure
it's the same way,
emotion.
like, I don't know if you guys know this, but when guys come, sometimes their feet and toes do like a little twitchy
yeah,
thing.
Don't
yeah,
remind
yeah,
me.
yeah.
Happening
By
with
the
this
way,
guy
don't
with the
remind
song.
me.
I know, nightmare, right?
That is-
Yeah.
That's the entire problem with reverse
Imagine
cowgirl.
how much. Imagine how
Reverse-
weird this guy comes.
I know. And reverse
Imagine.
cowgirl, you have to stare down the barrel of the toes while they do that little point.
And go.
thing.
I respect you. I respect you. I respect you.
You're a man.
I respect you. You're a man.
Yeah, they always go.
This is how-
If this is the big toe, they always go. Yeah. It's
He's doing that, but
horrible.
with hurt feelings
Yeah.
instead
His
of cum.
coming his hurt feelings out of his mouth.
Yeah. This
Oh my
also
God.
video
Wow.
could be evidence that she uses in court for a
Yeah.
restraining order.
Yeah.
Also, you know, he was like in such a great mood after this the whole night. He was
Oh.
like, "Bro, thanks again for like letting me get up."
Oh,
and, like,
after
do my
this, he
stuff."
makes all of them give him a group hug.
No.
absolutely.
He makes- no, I
you're
watched the
saying.
video, I'm
oh,
saying.
really?
Oh, he literally
I'm saying
does.
he made all of those people touch him, and he had to say it 5 or 6 times before they moved.
Dude.
I love the guy in the
He
blue
goes,
hat.
group hug everybody, group hug everybody.
Yeah.
The guy in the blue hat
Right
is
there.
like,
He
I
knows
didn't
exactly
want
what's
to
going
go
on.
to this bar,
Yeah.
and I knew that some shit like this
Yeah.
is always
Was
going down.
absolutely gonna pop off.
This is something
Yeah.
your girlfriend makes you go to, and you're like, I'm a good guy. I'll go to the opera.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll go to the fireside chat.
And there's also a girl, you can't really see her in this angle, but there's a girl behind him who's just laughing. No. She's right now in this freeze frame, she's right behind him, so you can't see her.
Okay.
She laughs the whole time.
Great.
She's absolutely like, look at this fucking chode
Yeah,
and
yeah,
his
yeah.
little guitar.
Just full Does this guy have a big following?
I
No-
bet
well, that's
you.
what I'm wondering. So I made a TikTok about this that nobody saw.
I saw it.
And
I
I'm
was
like,
liking
I
it.
don't know if this guy was famous before this
Or because of it?
or because of it,
8K we got here.
which is not a lot.
No,
We got
that's not
8K.
like. That
Oh.
might all just be from that video.
But everybody has their
Yeah.
phone out.
you guys, so this has happened with my podcast.
Gummy toe thing.
Okay, so
Pod
this is a
title.
new phenomenon with
Yeah.
my podcast and also another podcast where it's 2 guys. In our comments,
Yeah.
there'll be these guys who like show your feet and
Your
your
dirty
socks.
little cum toes.
Oh, are you doing it?
Yeah.
No, but like it's I think
You
there's a
should.
subgroup
Yeah.
of these guys on the internet who
Oh.
are just like spanking off to
Subgroup?
like
The
now-
large group.
Well, I know you guys have been dealing with it your whole
Yeah.
life, but now they're jacking off to my feet.
It's gone out of control. Me Too
Like,
has
my
gone too
feet,
far.
I've never had a fan.
You finally
Yeah.
understand what it's like to be
Yeah.
a woman.
Me Too has
It's-
gone too
I don't
far.
like it.
Yeah, it's not great.
Yeah,
me
it's
too.
not great. Me Too.
Hashtag
Yeah,
me too.
Hashtag Me Too.
Hashtag me too.
Oh my god, I'm part of the Me Too movement.
Yeah, congrats.
You are.
You really are
I
girly.
think you should whip him out.
Yeah, whip him out.
The thing about
But
toes
do you
is,
think he knows about that and he's showing toe
No,
for
No.
I
that-
think he's trying to do this thing now where he's like pretending he's self-aware about why that video was funny,
Maybe.
but he's not.
Oh, like the SNL guy who did
Yes,
like the audition.
exactly, like the SNL guy, Jake. Was that his
Jake.
name?
Yeah, it was Jake something.
Yeah, but this guy was so serious in that first
There's
video.
also got to be a video of him walking barefoot through the woods. I would bet everything I have in the world that is somewhere
and him
on
being
here.
like, "Yeah, I am just a white guy with a guitar, brother. That is not a good thing to be in today's climate. I'll tell you what."
No.
Also, you're not really helping the stereotype.
Right. He's also an adult blonde, which we famously
Which we
hate.
famously don't care for, Joe.
Joe.
I know it sucks. It does. I feel like
How come
I don't
your
feel
hair
like an
hasn't
adult.
gotten darker
Yeah.
yet?
I don't know. I really thought it would.
When are you gonna grow up?
My brother's
Do you
got
want to dye your hair
darker.
black?
On the pod, like us.
Please.
Diet black.
We're
Yeah.
blondes.
And then
we went
act like
black.
nothing
Yeah.
ever changed and just be really vulnerable
Yeah.
about it if anyone asks.
And start wearing makeup.
I'd be like,
Yeah.
yeah, I dyed my hair.
Yeah.
So what?
Joe Nunnink,
Yeah.
she, her.
Joe Nunnink, she, her. Woman trapped in a man's body. How the hell are you? This is
Don't look
new-
at my toes.
Yeah.
This is Joe's new character.
This is my new character.
If
I
he
don't know
was
if it's ready
trans.
for
Oh, you don't want
podcast.
this on the internet?
This is Joe's new character if he was trans, but it was her first day.
Well,
Yeah.
trans, but did nothing about it.
Yeah.
Lazy.
Yeah.
Didn't do anything about
There's
it.
some trans people that just throw on a lip, and I go off, queen.
Joe
Yeah, that's
Nunnink,
fine.
But
Yeah.
this is no lip.
No lip.
Joe Nunnink, she, her. How the hell are
How the
you?
hell are you?
Love that.
Do you think every one of these videos is that song?
Let's go. Let's go further
deeper.
down.
go deep.
Okay, so he doesn't have a huge. There's not a big catalog. Oh
And can
yeah.
we get a clip on a loop of Joe saying "Go deep" in that
Yeah.
outfit?
Go deep.
She, her, go deep. See? On grass.
Oh, just
Leave this old lady
harassing
alone.
A woman.
She does not want to be part of this. Oh
You
my
have the
God.
same name as a singer?
Dude, that lady should shoot him. She should be allowed to legally
Yeah.
shoot him.
Oh, different song.
A cover.
Oh, it's Adele. This sucks.
This really clearly shows how untalented he is.
Yeah.
Also, it's clearly staged.
Yeah. Look at his little feet crossed like that.
Same socks, by the way.
Yeah.
Only owns one pair.
The pants over, she's gone.
Yeah.
She's like, I really don't have time for this.
yeah.
I'm on my way to work.
I have to
man.
pick up
Yeah.
my kid from daycare. What the
Yeah.
fuck is this? Enough of that. Get
Oh,
this out
God,
of
I
here.
have a life that I
sucks.
don't totally hate.
Benson
Right.
Boone has unlocked an era of mediocre white guy that
They're
simply
back.
needs to
They're
be put
so
back, in
back,
the vault.
baby. Yeah.
First of all, at least he can do a flip.
Yeah, sure.
Now I'm against Benson Boone entirely, but
I'm not. I kind of enjoy him.
no, and let me be concise and clear about this.
All right.
He's doing a thing where he's wearing a Party City Freddie Mercury costume.
Okay.
First of all, no bulge. If you're gonna wear that, at least have bulge. Freddie had bulge.
No piece.
Bowie had
Hey,
bulge.
listen, I've
Harry
been there.
Styles
Yeah,
had
we've all
bulge.
been
Yeah.
there.
This guy's a dickless weirdo.
You
And
came
he's-
to our podcast with no balls. What the fuck
and
is
how dare
this?
you? And he's doing these fucking flips and singing what a Rolling Stone writer called the kind of music he does, the voice audition music, and that's exactly what it is.
Who's Benson Boone? I don't know who that is.
Good for
What
you.
a charmed life you lead.
What a charmed life.
Yeah.
He's the guy doing what is that? How does this song go?
I don't know.
He
Oh,
looks
fuck.
like yeah, it looks like
It's
he's
on
trying
the
to be Freddie
tip of my
Mercury.
dick. He is trying to be
Yeah.
Freddie Mercury, but then he's like a
This has
fucking
been
Republican.
22? Ew.
Yeah.
Well, every 22-year-old male is a Republican now for something.
Yes.
All of his album and stuff, he's like holding up an American flag. He's trying to get the Republican vote and
Yes.
also the girlies who like gay
I like how
guys,
the
and
shit-
I don't like
Yeah.
that.
Everyone shit's all over millennials now.
See,
but these
look at
young
the-
men
look at
are
the
like the worst
flag.
people I've ever.
I
Yeah.
know. He's a fucking nightmare,
He is a
dude.
nightmare. He's a trad wife.
What's his main song?
It's on the tip of my dick, dude.
Crotch
Oh.
grabbing Benson Boone. Benson
go to
Boone's grabbing
song.
his.
Oh, and then he grabbed his crotch
he's
at the
grabbing
Grammys
his
because everyone
non-crotch.
accused him of having no bulge, and he still didn't have bulge.
Beautiful things.
Yeah,
What's that?
yeah.
How does that go?
Please, big.
Oh,
These
God,
beautiful
exactly.
things that I've got.
Also, he's just doing "Blame It on My
Oh,
ADHD."
yeah. He's doing Imagine Dragons dressed as Freddie Mercury, and it's a crock of
Oh
fucking
my
shit.
Yeah,
God,
you're
that's
right.
the worst
That's
cross.
exactly.
Oh.
If
Yeah.
Freddie
Jesus.
Mercury was alive, he should give this guy.
Maybe we could extract some of the
Yeah,
AIDS
say
Freddie
that.
had
Yeah, yeah.
that
and
at
give
all.
them
We've
to
already
this
gone
guy.
so deep in. Yeah, I think so.
I think if you're gonna dress like this and do this little charade, at least
You have
get
to have
HIV.
the AIDS. You
Yeah,
can't
targeted AIDS
talk the
attack is
talk
fine.
And
And
not
he's
AIDS
doing
the
these
AIDS.
Yeah.
flips because he can't sing, and it's driving me nuts.
Maybe if we told him the AIDS would take him to the next level, he'd do it his own.
I
Yeah,
bet he
or
would.
he'd grow
But
penis
my
if you have
point
AIDS.
is, we've gone too far by calling these white boys artists, and we need to bring back the term entertainer.
Sure.
I
The
don't
flips
even
are
like that.
entertaining. The
Yeah.
voice is a voice.
Yeah.
But he's not an artist. You look at videos he makes in his fucking. He lives in like an apartment with no art on the walls.
Yeah.
It
know
looks like
what?
an Airbnb.
Yeah.
This guy, he doesn't have an ounce of creative intention in his fucking dick.
But he's, we can rip him down all we want, but at the end of the day, he's going to get a girl, take her home, and then he's
Yeah.
going to have to show her his micro penis. And
You're
he'll
right.
never
And-
actually, like,
You're right.
all of this fame and everything he's built up around it to fight against the micro penis
Right.
will never change the fact.
And
that
Yeah, I
she'll
needed
break
that.
up with him and move to the suburbs. 3 years later, she has a
She's-
baby.
She got a
Yeah.
baby on the way.
and
3
he's a
years on the
micro
way.
3 years on the way, and he's
3
got a
years on the
micro
way.
penis.
Living the American dream.
Yes. And he's just a dickless guy in an Airbnb with a
Dickless
hole in
guy.
his heart.
I'm just saying the white boys have gone too far.
I
We gotta put
couldn't
him back
agree
in
more.
there.
I
Right.
agree respectfully. I agree.
Thank you so
you.
much.
Joe,
We-
get in the cage.
Yeah.
I'll do it if I have to.
You're
just
the
to get
first
these
one.
guys
I
out
just
of here.
Get in the
just
cage.
take a dildo and
a
put it in your
sack
mouth.
We put a ball
you
gag on you
agree?
for the rest of the episode.
Do you agree, little bitch baby?
Oh, okay. Sorry, I had to get that out of my system.
No, I
I've been,
agree.
I've been watching that video of the guy in his toes for 3 days straight, and I just had to bring it to
I can't
everyone's
believe,
attention.
were you just had that in the chamber for me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, kind of no matter what happened today, I was going to bring that up.
Yeah.
I've been absolutely hate watching it and cutting myself. So.
Yeah.
That is the worst song I've ever heard in my life.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty
And
bad.
it's going to be stuck in your head for the rest of the night.
Unbelievable.
But the-
And I'm really upset because that video really looks like the bar I was at 2 nights ago.
That's you, dude. We got to
Joe,
bring up
that
that.
is you.
That's
standing
you.
behind him.
Yeah.
You are that guy.
You're standing behind
I
him.
like to think I'm
And
one of
by
the guys
the
in the
way,
background.
if
Yeah.
he pulled that out at the bar the other night, you would have loved it.
You would have
would've been
saluted.
like,
You would have
That's not true, dude.
saluted.
They were playing Weezer and
I
Billy
know.
Joel, and yes, it's white music, but there is a difference.
No,
between
there's
that.
absolutely. Billy
There's a
Joel's an
big difference.
icon.
He's
yeah.
an icon.
No,
yeah,
but-
so he ran his
And
car
he
into
has
someone's
brain
house. Who cares?
disease.
All jokes aside, we would have loved it in the way that guy doesn't want us to. We would have had an
no,
absolute
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
ball
have
with
eaten it up
Yeah.
by like crying laughing.
We
I would
would've
have
had an
thrown
absolute
up.
ball with
Yeah,
that guy.
yeah.
Yeah, I would have been really
Even the
cringe
band that
to
was
Sarah
playing,
about
we
it.
were being kind of mean to them.
Yeah, we were. Yeah,
But they don't know. If
we
they
were
don't know,
being kind
if
of,
they
we were
don't
in our
know.
own little corner being kind of like, get a load of this guy in his Target Nirvana shirt. Sorry, I just spit on your
Oh, he's
hand a
the
little.
encore. He's acting like he's whipping out the encore, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he whip out the encore?
Oh,
To be
big
a band
time.
no one's ever
how
heard of
many
and whip out an
times?
encore is kind
Yeah.
of amazing, actually.
They had one encore.
Yeah.
And what was it?
Well, what's
Was
crazy
there a
is,
Mr. Brightside,
Oh
obviously.
yeah.
and if I may pose one concern that I have that I think that they should visit if they listen to this, they played the song "Closing Time" in the middle of their set.
What?
And the
Yeah.
guy said, this isn't our last song, but it's about that kind of thing.
Oh, that's
What is that? Why? Then put it at the
And then
end.
everyone at the bar was like, are they closing?
Maybe he was trying to be
And the
avant-garde.
bartenders had to be like, we're open till 4 a.m. I don't know why they're singing that.
Yeah, someone did ask the
It was
bar.
the
Yeah.
middle of the Knicks game.
Yeah,
they were like,
yeah.
they're like, how about get out of here?
Everyone panicked. It was,
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
But
It's
I
like
think-
turning the lights on at the end
I
of the
think
night at
they
the club.
truly ran out of songs they know. And that's the last song they usually play.
Yeah.
But because then they started playing songs where they didn't know the words and giving the microphone to unsuspecting women.
Also, am I crazy? Or were there like 11 people in that band
Yeah, there were,
was
there were
11
as many
guys
people in the band as there were dancing.
playing a 4-chord song over
Yeah.
and over?
Did you
again?
guys try to get in there? You should
Well,
have tried
some
to
of
get
our
rushed the
friends
stage.
did get
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
Some people got in.
That's
Yeah.
great.
Some people got after it.
And they had one guy who was only allowed to sing songs traditionally sung by women.
Was he,
yeah.
he was
Remember
the,
that?
what was
Yeah,
he
you're right.
singing?
Like Britney Spears.
And
Yeah.
he was like
Chaperone,
Filipino. They
and
brought
he
in like
was
the Filipino guy to sing like the lady
That
song.
feels
Yeah.
bad.
It
That
felt
feels bad
bad.
to me, yeah.
It felt like every day in rehearsal, he's like, hey, can I do one boy one?
And they're like, no.
They're like, you
No.
just can't.
We just we can't hit those notes, so we need you.
So we
Right,
need
right,
you.
right, right.
We
For
need you and your
Toxic.
tiny penis.
We got you a jumpsuit.
I would sing those songs, but my huge cock is pulling on my vocal cords.
Right.
Yeah.
So I just can't.
Yeah, if you added up the cock size of all those guys on stage, buddy. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think we're breaking 9. I don't think we're breaking 9.
I don't, and I wish I could say the name of the band, but we're being too mean. But I'll tell you
Yeah.
off mic, it's really
Please
funny.
do.
Yeah.
9-inch
They were-
cock.
I enjoyed it. They put on.
I enjoyed it too, but you know, there are some kinks.
Dude, I was at I was in Cleveland, obviously, where I tend to go to meet my husband in the
Yeah.
burbs, and there was a cover band.
You'll be married.
Yeah, right. Here we go.
Cleveland.
God, I'd rather die. But there was a cover band, and it was just like 50-year-old women rocking the fuck out.
I loved.
And I loved, and
Which
I
I
was like,
loved.
I'm getting in there. I'm absolutely
Yeah.
getting in there.
You
Me and my
gotta mix it up
girls
with somebody's
stomp
on.
the fuck
Dude,
out.
some of these
yeah.
middle-aged ladies like follow these cover bands around
Oh,
New Jersey
yeah.
and Long Island, And they're like, it's great. We went and saw him on the North Fork.
Yes,
last night.
dude. I was on
we saw
the.
him down the shore.
I was
Yeah.
spiritually on the North Fork for
Yeah, yeah.
sure.
You gotta do the thing where you go back to back with one of the ladies and
The
you both do a
100
little
oh.
boogie.
You don't think my back was on these bitches' big ass backs? I was.
To be retired and to follow a cover band
Dude,
around Long Island.
They have
I mean,
better.
that's the American
That's
dream.
to just
better
kiss,
than our
to
life.
kiss freckled backs with an older woman.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just the bee's
Dude,
knees.
also one of them, it was her birthday. She had a sash on. I
Yeah,
was like
she did.
crying about how happy I was for her, and her son was disabled, and she was dancing with her son, and I was like, that's the purest love I'll ever. I'll never love another person the way that they love each
yeah,
other.
that'll move me.
Yeah, it
And
was
then you
beautiful.
found out her son made that TikTok. Yeah, like, well,
He's more famous than I'll ever
yeah,
be.
maybe not.
Yeah. It was a beautiful night. It was a beautiful night.
Okay, well, I'm glad we figured. I'm glad we got to the bottom of white men.
Yeah.
We figured it out.
We got to the
And
bottom of the
I,
barrel.
Ally. I'm
Sure.
an ally.
Yeah.
And Joe on
absolutely.
record ally.
And I don't count as one of them.
No.
Yeah,
No.
you're dismissed.
It's huge for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just gobble up that
It's actually my
cock,
trial.
dude.
Yeah, bring out the gavel.
Put on
Oh,
the
we
nail
used to have a
polish
gavel.
for us. Oh, we did have a gavel. Oh well.
R.I.P.
Well, I have a gun though, so we'll do that.
Yeah, that's good.
Hey, Joe, at the end of this podcast, we're gonna shoot you clean in the head.
Yeah, that's
If
fair.
you're not
That's fair.
ally enough,
Yeah.
death
You're
penalty.
gonna be a
This
smudge.
seems
Yeah.
like my last remarks.
You're gonna be a smudge on the
I
ground.
just
by the
feel
end
like
of
my
this.
last remarks.
Yeah. We play the song while you bleed out on the ground.
Joe,
Would
go
you
ahead and tell
imagine?
your family
you
you
imagine
love 'em.
bleeding out to that one?
Yeah. Or that's your funeral song
To
is a
American
bit.
Dream
Oh my
my
god.
by
God.
Young Republican.
Yeah.
By Republicans or hippies too.
We're in the Reagan era,
that
baby.
guy's not vaccinated, by the way.
No. Well, so we gotta shift gears
We
to
gotta
Joe's
shift
story.
We gotta shift.
We gotta shift. We're doing a seismic shift over
I've
to.
got. Am I doing story or stories? Story time
You're
with
doing
Joe.
both.
Yeah.
Start with the one we all know.
Yeah, start with the
And then
hits.
close with my favorite.
All right, and
I'll
so
close with your favorite.
let me prequel
Yeah.
because I'll fake laugh all day long at other comedians. I hate to listen to
Till I'm blue in
most
the
people's
face.
stories. This was kind of a big night for me.
Yeah.
It was almost as good as when someone's parent dies and they're unhinged at the gutter and we're
Yeah.
all talking about like his parent having fake tits or
Yeah.
whatever I get into sick shit.
Wow.
This
Seems oddly specific.
yeah, well, you know.
We've done it.
It's
Grieving
about one person.
Yeah.
and shout out to Jake.
Shout out
But this story really blew my socks off.
Yeah.
It was really I was happy for days on this one. So
I mean,
no-
it is a story where almost nothing happens.
It
But
is
that's what's
almost
great
nothing
about
But
it.
you
happens.
could
It's-
form it as a respectfully segment because I do think respectfully
Yeah, you're
nobody
right.
should ever do this.
Yes.
Right. So I don't know if okay. So I'll just say this respectfully. If you're going to ask somebody to bring something to a company potluck,
Make it an easy one.
make it an easy one.
Dip.
And now let's get into it.
Yes.
So here I am. It is 2 years ago. There's an annual Thanksgiving potluck.
2023.
In my
2023 Thanksgiving. There's a
2023.
chill in the air. A
Yes.
snap.
chill in the air.
A snap.
The company potluck. This is the big one
Yeah.
for the year.
Yeah.
The Thanksgiving has been going on for
For
2 decades.
the day job, you frankly couldn't care less.
Yes.
Frankly, I mean respectfully, couldn't care less.
Yeah.
And so I get a message from somebody, and I knew this message was coming.
A
but
Slack.
I get Slack.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You guys know
I
about
go,
Slack.
Yeah.
Hey, what would you like to bring to the potluck?
Right?
Yeah.
Which
Would you
is
like to bring
okay
to-
so far.
It's
Yeah.
okay so far.
You say my big
And-
cock. Is this thing on?
and,
More like
uh,
a cock look.
yeah. Oh wait.
Well, first I go,
Cock.
it's easy picking up a pumpkin pie. Who doesn't love a
100%.
pumpkin pie?
Yeah.
And that is where I'll give white boys a pass.
Yeah.
And a
If you
hit.
got a white boy come to your party, let him pick up a store-bought pie.
Let
Yeah.
me get a store-bought
How
pie.
about have a woman make a dip?
yeah.
I can't make a casserole. I mean, look at me. I'm not a
I mean, look at him.
56-year-old lady.
He learned how to make coffee 2 weeks ago.
This is what I love.
Yeah. So I go, let me get a fucking store-bought pie. Come on, throw me a bone here.
Throw,
Yeah.
throw me one bone.
Yeah.
And they go, well, pies are covered.
Benson bone.
And I go, what about
And
a
that
different...
also is fair, I'll say.
Yeah.
What's that?
You got to bite early if you're going to bring a pie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Pies
fair.
are the first to go.
That's fair.
Or
so
chips
I go,
and dip.
is there another
So
dessert?
then you go, yeah.
Yeah.
I go, first I go, is there another dessert? And they go, desserts are covered. And so I go,
And now you go, rut-row.
Yeah.
I go, okay, now I'm starting to feel the walls are getting a little close. I'm starting to feel...
A souffle. You freak
I'm
out
starting
and
to
say you
feel
bring a souffle.
Something's in the air.
Yeah, there's mischief afoot.
I'm starting to do one of these.
You're starting to pass
I'm
out.
starting to panic a little bit. And I go, what about a side? Maybe
Brussels?
like a side dish.
Maybe you could pick up
chips,
some mashed potatoes from a deli.
some mashed potato. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Something from a
like
halal
that.
cart.
Yeah.
And they go, sides are Sides are covered.
This is crazy.
And they go,
Ruh-roh.
by the way, so are the main court. The turkey, don't worry about any of that. So
And,
I go,
and by the way, thank God.
yeah, I know. What if she was like,
You
the
think
turkey?
You
Yeah.
think I'm gonna bring an animal on the train?
Yeah.
So let's not forget
bird
the
of
question.
flight?
The question was, what would you like to bring?
Right.
So far, half of it is not even possible.
Everything's been shut down.
Yeah.
I go, what about an app? She go, an app would be nice.
Yeah.
So, okay,
Now, hold
apps.
on. Would be nice is the most passive aggressive,
Yeah.
weird, sassy lady bullshit. It'd be nice.
App,
Maybe
an
it
app
would
would be nice.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's what I'm dealing with. And I go, great. What about chips and dip? You
Classic.
can easily buy some chips. He goes, oh, that is more covered than you could possibly.
I
cover."
mean,
Yeah.
yeah, you're a fool for that. You don't think anyone's taking the chips and dip loophole
Yeah.
at this point? Come on.
And I
We
think
got chips and dip coming out of all our holes. Right
Yeah.
now.
I must name like 4 kinds of apps before I'm like, what is not covered? What would
Right.
you like me
So
to do?
basically, this person
want a
forced you to
transcript.
ask the question.
Yeah.
She forced me to ask maybe 30 questions.
Yeah.
And
But then
the
she
answer is-
forced you to ask the final question, which is, what would you like me
Yeah.
to bring?
What would you like me to
And
bring?
why don't Joe hit us with what she
Yeah.
hit us with what she slacked you back
Yeah.
on this?
She goes, well, deviled eggs would be nice.
Deviled eggs.
would be nice.
Would be nice.
Now, dear listener, I need you to break this down in your head. This is a guy who could barely wrap his head around stopping at the store and picking up a pie.
Yeah, yes.
And now he's been tasked with the assignment of deviled eggs for a party large enough that every dessert and appetizer has been covered.
Also, deviled eggs not a Thanksgiving
Not
No.
traditionally.
menu
No.
item. And also, by the way, the potluck itself in an office on Long Island.
Oh, this is
Which
even
means-
better. Deviled eggs don't
requires
transport
a
well.
subway to the Long Island Railroad.
Yes.
And a 15-minute walk through a girls' soccer field. A high school field where girls play soccer.
So what did you do, Joe?
There's so many eggs.
And so there was no way, I couldn't see a way out of it. And so I
After you considered faking your own death.
considered taking my own death.
Quitting.
And that was off the menu too. That was already
was
taken.
covered.
She goes,
Yeah.
if you're gonna try to fake your own death, stop
Yeah.
right there, because I
Stacey's
know
doing
what
it.
you're
Well,
doing.
first I'm thinking, how hard could deviled eggs be? Turns out one of the hardest things, it's like dividing the atom. Like, it's like crazy. You have to,
I'm so happy.
just to boil an egg. That's step 1 of 17.
First of all, that's 3 YouTube videos.
There's 3 YouTube videos. It's impossible to get right. Disastrous should you get it wrong.
Dude, the stakes are so high.
I buy a dozen eggs, which, by the way, during the peak of, God rest his soul, Biden inflation.
the tariffs.
No, the
Egg
inflation.
tariffs are, yeah, right.
Egg inflation.
Oh, God.
Inflation. So
Yeah.
I buy a $26 dozen eggs, try to boil them. They all like implode in the thing.
Immediately ruined.
I have to start over. I have to buy a fresh does. I'm going back.
1 hour later, same store.
My
new
bodega
does.
guy's like, didn't you just buy a 12 rack?
He thinks you're putting them right up your ass.
Yeah, for sure, for
He thinks you're
sure.
putting them up your ass
You're on a-
and trying to get them out your mouth.
You're on
He
a
had to
list.
call corporate.
Yeah.
And we have a situation down here. I mean, a guy's like absolutely
He's taking out the
plowing
whole
through
counter.
12 racks.
We can't do fucking egg and cheeses because this freak has to put them all over his body.
Yeah, yeah. I watch a 6-part Ken Burns documentary about how to boil eggs. I cancel spots. I break up with my girlfriend. And that's just to do Then I figure out you have to
Buying a cookbook. Oh, God.
you have to de-shell them, which by the way requires like putting them on ice.
Yes.
You have to like ice them now.
So you have
for,
to
like,
go
a
buy
while.
ice.
You have to, I had to buy
Yes.
ice. I had to go to the bodega and buy ice. And he goes, oh, let me guess, the potluck. Deviled eggs, huh?
He thinks you're doing like there's a body on ice, and
Yeah.
you're like laying eggs all over there, like
I mean,
body
there's
in a
eggs all over
ceremony.
my apartment. You think it was Easter Sunday? It was just piles of ice.
And by the
eggs.
way, it's not even real Thanksgiving.
No.
It's just a Thursday in November.
It's like 2.5 weeks before Thanksgiving.
And do you live alone or you have roommates?
I had 2 roommates.
Oh, and they're just watching this
And the
egg
place
thing go down.
reeks of eggs. Reeks of eggs. And this is all, again, like I boil them and then it's like you have to scoop out the yolk without destroying the white. Egg white is like more fragile than foreskin. Like there's no, like, it's
You're
like,
performing 50 circumcisions.
it's literally like open heart surgery to get it out of there. I have none of the required devices. And then
You have a food
you
processor.
have to mash all the yolk with like all this shit, mustard and shit,
Mayo,
and
relish.
spices
The
and shit,
paprika on top.
paprika.
Oh, God.
And then here's the biggest. I mean, I didn't realize they were like, okay, now I'm like watching a video, and they're like, now simply use
A piping bag.
a piping bag like you'd use for frosting to squirt in the goo into
You're
the
using
egg
a
white.
garbage
I'm
bag.
not fucking Martha Stewart, so I don't have that. I lived with Trent and a guy with a drinking problem in Queens. There was not a frosting bag.
He has it for some reason.
You live with two guys who are interested in nothing but busty Latinos.
Fully two guys who get absolutely
Oh my
teed
god!
up
Maybe
over
maybe
big-titted
they
Latinas.
have Magnum condoms because you can't go to a busty Latino with a
I never even
porriture.
thought of that. Yeah, using a condom
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm just
But what
like,
I'm saying is
scooping
these
with my
guys are
fingers.
focused on other things.
Yeah, sure.
I'm like finger blasting these egg whites with goop. And
I'm gonna be sick.
Some
I
of the
fucking
ugliest deviled eggs that have ever
Yeah.
been born.
wrap them up in fucking plastic and shit. I'm sitting on the Long Island Railroad with a plate of eggs,
many
like
eggs?
a social pariah, like someone who should be arrested.
Oh my god! Oh
Yeah,
my
you're
god!
worse
that
than a
makes me wanna throw
pedophile.
up.
Wait.
I walked through the soccer field, not allowed within 100 yards of that now because of the eggs.
How many eggs do
They
you
said,
have?
hey man, next time
How
just
many
whip your dick
eggs?
I
out.
bought like 48 eggs. I ended up with like 18 deviled eggs. I had like so many casualties. It was like World War I numbers. Like 1/3 of the eggs that
eggs.
went made it.
come home.
They
They
watched
didn't
their
come
brothers
home.
die.
They came home in a box.
In
It
bottle.
I worked on the eggs from November 1st to the 17th.
Sure.
It was a 3.5 week process. And yeah, and then I walked them in there,
And this
no
person-
one ate any of them.
No,
I
of
mean,
course no one ate.
I
They
was
look
like
like
trying to
they
sell
look
Long
like
Island
shit.
Railroad all day.
Yeah.
They're disgusting.
And everyone was like, it's Thanksgiving. I think I'm just going to have the turkey and mashed potatoes.
Right.
Oh my
and
god,
stuff.
I feel sick. I'm gonna like
Literally
pass out.
could throw up.
Oh my god.
Dude, all because somebody had the nerve to casually message you, deviled eggs
Eggs would be nice.
It dawned on me like a year later that I could have been like, I can't
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah, of course.
And then-
No, I would have been a little bitch boy with 60
But
eggs.
also,
Yeah.
how crazy is it that she made me guess deviled eggs?
This is some
She made it act like that would I would just say
made
that.
you name-
There was only one right answer.
Yeah.
Name everything that's ever been on a Thanksgiving
Yeah.
table.
It was like a humiliation process.
Yes, it was.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was.
Also, this person obviously just like really fucks with a deviled egg.
Yeah, yeah.
Took me on a ride.
Took
She
you on
really
a
did.
ride.
Took me on an
And
absolute
then
ride.
in the end, didn't get what she wanted.
Did she
because it wasn't- they
fucking eat
weren't
the
good.
deviled egg? Did she eat the deviled egg? She
I mean,
better
I think
have
maybe
gobbled it up
4
like a
of
little
them
whore.
were eaten.
4 of them.
Oh.
And I think 2 of them were from like my direct colleagues who were like, "Hey man, we know what you went through with the eggs. And we're gonna grab an egg for you."
And they fed him to the dog.
Yeah.
They put in the trash, and then they
Did
were
you
like,
have to
"They're
throw the
amazing."
eggs out, or was it thrown out for you?
I didn't clean up. I mean, I think there was like 7 left, and I didn't.
Dude, if
You
she'd
didn't
been
touch it.
she
I didn't
she'd been
touch
like, it would be nice if you cleaned up the eggs, I would have lost
They-
I mean,
my
I
mind.
absolutely would do a workplace
Oh,
shooting.
Yeah, yeah,
It'd
yeah.
be nice if you cleaned up the eggs.
Yeah. You brought all the eggs and
No, they
it's-
threw them away and shot them with a gun.
they throw them
They
in the air
unloaded
and
6
shoot them
rounds
Point
of a
blank,
revolver. Yeah.
point blank, shot each
Yeah.
Bullet
head.
per egg.
in front of you while you
Yeah,
cried.
they exploded.
Yeah.
And then just as an epilogue, Joe, what did you do the next year as retaliation?
The next year, they literally, I think they asked me to like bring a casserole or something, and I was like, listen,
That's
I
insane.
commute in
You
from.
said you guys remember the egg.
Yeah.
You guys remember the eggs? I commute in. I can't bring like a hot
I'm not
dish.
Julia
Yeah,
Child.
yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I don't care. I
bring in
can't
a
do it again. I
haggis.
can't go through it again. And they were like, well, all right, you
Yeah.
know, something at the store would be nice, and if you could pick up a fruit platter, it would be nice. And so I go to the store by the office on Long
Yeah.
Island. They don't sell fruit platters.
Sure.
So I buy 6 individual tubs. I buy 1 pineapple, one strawberry, and 1 watermelon. The whole thing costs like $1,100. And I go in there and they go, "What the fuck's this?" And I go, I thought that perhaps we could platterize it. Yeah. no, we could platterize it.
Dude, if you're getting a pineapple and you have a machete in the backyard, they make you cut it up in front of everybody.
I have
Yeah.
like PTSD from this potluck.
This is
This- and this
crazy.
brings up- I'm
this
just
is
gonna-
$700.
Every
You need
year
to take
it's
out a
like-
loan
it's
to
like
do
a
this.
Big thing.
It's
every
Yeah,
year.
everything.
yeah.
I'd like to package this neatly as a respectfully segment because, as you guys know, and not everybody in our lives does, I'm having a party soon.
Oh yeah.
And as an adult, I've decided that as an adult having a party, respectfully, You cannot force a potluck on your friends.
No.
Now, I'm having a daytime party. That means there will be food. Have some people offer to bring something that they like to make. Yes, and I love that for them. Love that for them. But it's my responsibility to make sure that there's enough food that everybody gets a light lunch.
Yeah.
That's
I
my
like that.
job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've set money aside. I've called restaurants.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've said I
Ooh.
need.
Called restaurant.
Oh
I
my
need,
God.
I
Wow.
need enough
I have to
to
wear a
feed this
tuxedo
many
for this
people.
shit.
I can't cook.
Yeah.
And I can.
Yeah.
And Eli can, God bless him, but I can't make him do all of
No,
it.
he's
No.
swinging
So
fucking
he's-
doors all day.
Yeah.
He's swinging doors.
Yeah.
He's busy. So he's going to cook some stuff, and I'm going to pick everything else up because we're adults.
Yeah, no, this is
We're
crazy.
adults. My point is, if you want a deviled egg, devil it yourself.
Yeah.
Also,
Don't make poor Joey Nuns do it.
I can't do it.
I mean,
can't.
he's
I
all
can't
fun
Not to
do
be
with
the
that.
this
deviled
guy.
egg
We're
advocate,
also in
but
New York City. If I have to bring fucking
Right.
mac and cheese onto the G train,
multiple
It's
forms of
insane.
transportation.
It's insane.
Yeah.
I will find a way out of
It's
the party.
rude to the entire G train.
You know,
Yeah,
first of
it's
all.
crazy.
you know what's crazy fucked up?
I have to look at
is
my phone to see which way I'm going. I'm holding fucking mac
Right.
and cheese.
You drop
It's
the
crazy.
If
eggs,
you're
you
gonna have
start
a
crying.
potluck, you have to invite only people who love to cook.
Yeah.
That's
sure.
my rule.
Or a busty
just, you know
Latina
what?
who will cook
Or
up
a
a
busty
real
You
Latina.
nice.
bring napkins, piece
Yeah.
of plates.
Or throw a white boy napkin.
A bunch
Give a
of
task equal to
booze.
the person.
Yes.
Yeah.
I am not.
Yes.
I am not casserole.
No.
Right.
I'm paper plates.
Cu-
Look at me.
somebody's
Yeah.
got to bring the cups.
Yeah.
That's the thing that they tell you about in therapy about relationships.
Bring like a spooning.
Yeah,
the
you can't
spoon.
keep showing up to the picnic with no cups.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to bring the cups.
Like, you can't show up to the breakup with a bunch of eggs and then shove them all over your face and start throwing up.
And go, is this what you
Yes.
wanted?
Oh, am I your little egg piggy? Oh, nom 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 nom.
Joe,
It'd
what's
be
it
nice
like-
if you weren't a bitch.
What is it like to be a little egg piggy?
Yeah.
I'm such a big egg.
yeah, you really are.
I'm the stinkiest little egg.
I mean,
pig.
egg on your face.
Yeah,
dog.
hey,
all over my
that's been
face.
right there. Yeah.
Oh.
Do you put cum inside of eggs now and then shove them all over your face and body?
I was hoping you'd ask.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
yes.
answer is yes. Yeah.
Do you make your girlfriend put eggs all over her face?
I start crying. What if I broke
Yeah.
down right now? I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Andrew, stop it.
Oh, we were talking about this the other day. You were blacked out, so you won't remember. But we
Yeah.
were talking about
About your egg fetish?
No, when you're at a party or at a bar, and one of your friends who has been drinking does the full shutdown.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Somebody
a
just
big
goes,
full shutdown.
Yeah, me too. I
Yeah.
love when somebody goes full
We're
shutdown.
talking like
Shutdown's
sad,
hilarious. Like they had
sad
too
full
much sugar or
shutdown.
whatever, and they just-
Like you can do it. Like no, like one thing happens that pisses you off or makes
Oh
you
yeah,
sad.
and then you go
Yeah.
full shutdown.
We were
I've been
joking
there.
about your
Me too.
like
All the
an
time.
eccentric older man as a bit danced with your girlfriend.
Yeah, oh,
and we
yeah.
were talking about if that caused the full shutdown.
full
If
Yeah,
Joe-
shutdown. yeah.
If Joe was just at the bar, like, yeah, I don't know, you could just fucking go with him, I guess.
Yeah.
What a beautiful
Dude.
shutdown.
It's so funny.
It's
Just
so
an
funny.
absolute.
just it's you know what it's like a baby that goes to Disneyland and gets overstimulated.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah,
like we're here to
yeah.
have fun,
Right.
not to have a shutdown. But you give a guy 19 Miller Lights, and you might get a full shutdown.
Yeah, dude.
You give a guy 19 Miller Lights and then you win at pool.
Oh, full
You might be looking at a
shutdown.
full
It's
shutdown.
just not really how I thought Memorial Day was going to go.
We got it.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
That's perfect
Dude.
shutdown
Yeah.
language.
Dude, we got an
I've been this
FSD.
guy. I've been there.
Yeah, me too.
And,
like to think
and
I've
this
learned.
could, if you
Yeah.
had too many drinks at Deviled Egg Party, you easily could
Yeah.
have been the guy who's like, yeah, I don't know, I brought all these fucking eggs on the train.
Brought the fucking eggs.
Oh,
and
everyone's too good for the fucking eggs.
the
I
thank
see.
get. Also, moms
This is
do
the
moms
thank
do the
I get.
shutdown like all the time,
Moms.
dude.
Oh,
Moms.
moms
God,
are the
moms
kings
love
of the
the shutdown.
shutdown.
We
yeah.
were talking once about when we went to Europe at the same time. My mom lent me some money to go, and we were talking about how you never know which way your mom is gonna snap when you pose an idea.
Yeah,
to her.
yeah, yeah.
Like you can pose I'm going to Europe, and she could go. You don't appreciate anything I've ever done for you.
Sure.
No, you're a handful of gimme and a
Gallivanty.
mouthful of much obliged.
Yeah.
Or she could go, I never got to travel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want this for you.
It's such a fine line. Yeah, she might be like, "Do you know what I've been through?"
I
You're
mean,
like, "Wait a
sure.
minute, what?"
A mom is absolutely like taking a rubber band
Yep.
and flinging it across the room, and you have no idea if it's going to be a bee sting or just fall short.
Yeah.
You know?
Guys will shut down if they have too many beers. Moms shut down like once every couple days.
Yeah.
And
But
no,
my
if they
dad
forget your
shut
birthday.
down in 1988, never shut back on.
Never woke up.
Dads have been shut down.
Everyone's dad in this room is fully shut down.
There's one day.
it's
Yeah,
powered.
that's true.
It's powered
That's
down.
true.
By the way,
Powered dad.
Yeah.
By the way, 3 dead dads in the room, and we
Yeah.
are noticing that.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
We're,
It's palpable.
we're
Yeah.
holding space for that.
It's a
to
little
figure
palpable.
it. But before they die, dads do a hard shutdown.
Sure.
shutdown.
Oh
a
my
hard,
god.
a system reboot,
A
hard
system,
shutdown.
no reboot.
No
yeah.
reboot.
Try to get a hug. The shutdown
A
happens.
factory reset that never comes back
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Just yeah.
Working at the sawmill, full shutdown.
They just kind of start nodding, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah,
Every
they take the back
response-
seat at some point. To
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you ask a question and they give you a.
And you go, American dream,
Yeah.
ruined my life.
Yeah. They're just looking in the rearview mirror what their life could have
Yeah,
been.
I was gonna be
fully
a
They're just
dancer.
fantasizing about that hour and 10 minutes they get to look out the window like,
Yeah.
when no one's around, you know?
Yeah, then they're making deviled eggs, being like, I hate my
Yeah.
fucking kids. Dude,
Yeah.
I used to go full shutdown cry guy. I was a big cry guy. A big cry guy now, but like.
I was a big crying drunk,
fucking
but I would wait
huge.
till I got home.
Yeah.
So everybody in my life thought I was fun, except the guy I was dating. Because
Sure.
the second I walked through the front door, I would go, "It's like you don't even fucking love
Oh,
me."
yeah.
Oh,
and he was like,
God.
I don't.
And he was like, "By
Yeah.
the way, I
He's like,
for
do
sure
a little
don't."
bit less every day.
Yeah. Maybe
And then he told me to my face that he liked me like a friend. We were together for 2 years.
You are weighing on me.
Yeah.
2 years he hit me with, "What if we decided to be friends?"
I would cry, but one time, Deep Bushwick, 2012, not an artsy place,
That'll get a
but
shutdown
a little
outta ya.
bit scary. And
Shut down city.
yeah, and the boy that I liked, of course, wanted to be friends and was
Yep.
in love with the girl who had huge, awesome tits.
Okay.
And I had my little cone
you blame
tits,
him?
and I mean, hey, exactly. And I decided to take to the streets, throw on my iPod with the wired headphones, and just walk home in the rain. Full
Hilarious.
shut down.
We love a melodramatic.
Oh,
home.
I was such a drama queen.
Imagine you doing that holding 14 deviled eggs. Because that's what happened to Joe.
Let
Yeah.
the rain
Fall
fall
down
down.
and
break
break
my
my
eggs.
eggs.
Are you gonna freeze your eggs?
13 eggs, it must be lonely.
Maybe 6 eggs ain't so much now.
Mr. Eggs and me. Gonna be big stars. Just
Okay, so
I'm
that's
gonna be sick.
that's eggs.
Oh, I'm sick like I
that's the
ate
story-
14 deviled eggs.
that's the story that Andrea knew.
Here's what's tough about this. I love deviled eggs.
I do
Really?
too.
I
would eat one right
They're
now.
so. I
You
would eat like
really?
5 right
They're
now.
great.
They're so good.
What's not to like?
I
Making
love
them's a
them.
nightmare.
What's not to like? The egg.
Yeah. Well,
Eggs are good.
eggs are
No,
great.
no.
Yeah.
Do they make you
No.
fart like you've never farted before?
Yeah, and then I eat
Yes.
it. I put my head through my legs and I
Yeah,
suck it in.
So,
That can make me
anyway,
throw
so
up.
that's that story.
Anyways, sorry
That's
about
the story
that.
on that,
Anyways,
yeah.
She
sorry
were
about
about
that,
to
guys.
make both of us hard shutdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a hard redo.
No, I was hard, but not in a shutdown way.
Yeah.
Hey.
So Joe tells that story, and I thought it was the funniest story anyone had ever told.
Yeah, I'm sick.
And then Joe Joe went to a wedding
Went to a
and
wedding.
like called me.
Oh,
and was
whoa.
like, "You need to come
Pick me
hang
up?
out at the show I'm on because there's a new story in
There's
town."
a
It's
new
on the presses.
story in town.
And
We
it
love
was like the way that you and I had to go to a second location and
to
just
finish the story.
to really get into this
Yeah,
story
sure.
the right way.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
And then I made you tell it. We were in Germany, and
that
I
was
made
the
you
best.
tell
I
it
don't think I can top
to
that.
a
Across
table full of
continental.
people.
It was a full table of like
And
8 of us.
I said, everybody shut the fuck up for a minute.
And that was my best telling.
I
don't think
might have
can-
taken my phone out and put a spotlight on you. I
Yeah.
was like,
It
this.
was like I wish it was recorded. Like
I
that.
know.
The dinner
You
time.
can't even
really
make
captured
a
something
clip
special.
out of
Anyway.
it. Yeah, let's
so
hear
we're
it.
gonna do it now.
Let's
this
do it
is
live.
That moment.
So, and let me preface this by saying it's not my story.
No.
This is fully someone
This
else's
is fully,
story.
and God bless these people, because like, and you've brought this up in telling the story, but people will do this thing when they find out you're a comedian.
Oh yeah.
Where they'll go, boy, do I have a story for you.
Yeah.
And
And
you
it's
go,
never,
And it's always poo.
Not
And
interested.
they can't tell a story, so they would take something like deviled eggs, and they would go, they asked me to bring deviled eggs, and I had to do it.
Right. There's
Yeah.
no texture.
There's
no
texture,
detail.
There's no color. There's no girls playing soccer.
Yeah. There's
you know?
no. I couldn't have a little pastry thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So this was not one of those moments. This person brought
rose.
you
Rose to the occasion.
absolutely rose. And this person is never going to tell this story publicly, but it must be told.
Yes.
It must be told.
Because the people deserve
Also,
it.
what's so fascinating about it is this is someone I met at the wedding of a friend of my girlfriend's.
yeah, a
And
stranger.
this was the only thing I talked to them about the whole weekend. They just
Okay.
told me the story and we moved on, and it was like a fever dream. Like I didn't even know. I was like, wow, was like, "Who's your friend?"
It's like
She
a
told me about
celebrity.
stuff.
Yeah.
So
It's
anyway,
like somebody broke into your house and gave you $1 million.
yeah.
Okay, I love this.
Now we've really overhyped it.
Yeah,
but-
what if it's like medium?
No, it's great.
No, okay.
No, it's
all right,
great.
Yeah,
so-
okay.
So this girl.
And if you start forgetting details, I will chime
yeah,
in.
that's
All right.
Because by now I know it by heart.
Sure.
So this girl, she tells me a story. First of all, Sarah is one of the bridesmaids.
Okay.
So she's gone
Sarah
all day.
Joe's girlfriend, who
My
we
girlfriend.
love.
Sarah
And
Berg.
Also hilarious comedian Sarah Bergmark.
So she's gone. So I'm like, I don't want to say stuck, but I'm just like with random people.
Yeah,
that I
that's
don't
always
Listen,
know.
we've
weird.
all been
We've all
at
been
a
there.
wedding with someone who's in
Sure.
the wedding.
What do you
and
do?
You
Yeah.
gotta.
So
you know.
I'm hanging out with some people I don't know, and it's fine. We have a nice afternoon. But anyway, this girl was one of the people relegated to this hangout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know how she
You
gets-
become a little team of people
Yeah.
who
A
are
band
also
of
there with someone
strangers.
who's in
Yeah.
the wedding,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
you go, hey, let's make the best out of this
Sure.
situation.
The boy we did.
What's
So-
your childhood like?
Let's make some deviled
she
eggs out
tells-
of these.
She
Yeah.
tells me a story about
Whatever.
when she was in college. She went
Okay.
to the University of Colorado Boulder. And all you need to
To set
know
the
is
scene.
that
Yeah.
she was in college and that she was terrified of public speaking.
Which is
Okay.
why she'll never tell this story.
And also,
It's
this-
like Beethoven when he goes deaf.
most people are terrified of public speaking.
Sure. Yeah.
So she was
it's like giving a Van Gogh painting to a blind man,
Yeah,
giving
yeah,
the story to a
yeah,
person
yeah.
who's terrified of public
Yeah.
speaking.
so she says, I was in this sign language class in college. And and we're learning sign language all semester. And the final for the semester is you're going to pick a song, whatever song you want, and you're gonna do all the lyrics in sign
Okay.
language.
So we're doing like
We're doing like
Yeah.
every
Angel
word of the
Wings.
song.
We've
and
all
that's-
seen like in
Dude,
a
I love
Degrassi
when a
or
sign language
something.
person really throws their back
Yeah.
into it. Oh
Yeah.
my
But
god.
we've also seen the version where someone's just learned sign language.
Sure.
And they're just sort of doing like the baby and the bird. and
Sure.
whatever,
The classics. The gun.
You know? Yeah.
So she's like nervous because she's got to get up in front of her whole class.
Yeah.
And she's not even speaking.
I'd
but
hate
she's
that.
But
gotta
it's a performance and it's her
a
biggest fear.
performance,
Sure.
And she's got to do the sign language lyrics to this song, and she picks because she is in college in the early 2010s.
Yeah.
Green Day.
Green Day's I Walk a Lonely Road. What's the
Boulevard
name
of
of
Broken Dreams.
Boulevard of Broken
She
Dreams
picks
by Green Day.
Boulevard of Broken Dreams.
Does she do it in the deaf voice as
No,
well?
no,
That would be awesome.
I did.
That would
nope.
be awesome.
Nope.
Nope. All right.
So she's and by the way, in this sign language class, the teacher has been like gone all semester because she has like a medical situation or something.
The deaf leading the deaf.
And so there's this TA, Wendy. So Wendy's the TA, but for the final, the teacher's like coming back for the final.
Oh, whoa.
To watch. She's
It's
been,
a
Homecoming.
big day.
Yeah,
She's
that
in
is a big
days,
day.
The teacher's gonna be back. The final, the day's approaching. She's like terrified. She's practicing over.
And
and
Yeah.
can you just describe the teacher and the TA so we can visualize what they look like?
both morbidly obese.
And the teacher.
And the teacher is in a wheelchair.
well,
she shows
like a motorized
Yeah, like a
sort
mobility
of
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
scooter.
So she comes back.
Oh,
Scooter type
yeah.
She comes back for that.
Not like hardline wheelchair, like
Like, yeah.
Walmart
Like there's
scooter
like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
beep, beep,
Yeah.
beep. We're backing up. We're backing up.
a rascal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So-
love that it's called a
so
rascal,
she-
by the
Yeah.
way.
she's in
How
the
rude
rascal.
and mean.
She's in the rascal.
Wendy's there. I mean, everybody's
Wendy
there.
the TA. Wendy the TA is there.
So she goes.
She's in a bigger rascal.
And this girl's last name, I believe, starts with a B.
Okay.
So she's like, I know we're going alphabetical, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like kind of early.
Sure.
Yeah. So
And
she's
but
freaking out.
So she's not first. They call the first girl up, this other girl, and she does this song, and she does all the sign language to it.
Sure.
And she starts getting really emotional during the song. She starts
Oh.
like crying, and she goes, "I'm sorry." We just have to like pause. She's like, "I'm really emotional. The song's making me really emotional because this song is about somebody who is pregnant, and I am pregnant, and no one."
Well, and how are we following that?
No one knows.
and I haven't
Yeah,
told
exactly.
anyone.
Oh
And I
my
haven't told
God.
anyone, but I'm telling you guys now, and everyone's like, oh my God, like we're here for you. You know,
Oh,
They go,
this is
dude.
sign language class.
That's my favorite
we're
part.
here for you. This is sign
This
language.
is sign
class.
language class.
And
We're
they're
a
all like
community.
hugging and stuff, and like everyone like the TA, and then
She's getting buried by this bitch.
so the next person comes.
And
it's
this
a
is
guy.
like this is the opposite of you'll be married in a year in the suburbs. Like people are responding to true emotion
is
Yeah.
is
because
she
this is sign language
is
class.
she
raw.
is she showing at all
No,
pregnancy
no,
wise?
it's like
no,
it's like she's
Yeah.
deciding what to do.
oh
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, yeah.
This is like the Notebook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next guy comes up,
Notebook.
and
No, don't.
the next guy comes up, and he does a song as well. He does sign language, and then he too starts getting really emotional, and he stops towards the end. And he goes, "I'm sorry, but
I'm pregnant."
this song is about It's really close to me. And here's the thing. I'm gay. And no one knows. And so...
But this is a sign language class.
And everyone's like, oh my God, like we're here for you. Like this is sign language class. And then the teacher gets
Hold
out.
on.
What am I missing?
This is the best part. I just need you to tee it up a
Okay.
little bit more. So the guy comes out as gay.
The guy
Okay.
comes out
For
again
the first
after
time
the girl
ever.
comes out as
After the
pregnant.
song. Wait, just
everyone's
So
crying.
the whole
Yeah.
room's in tears.
Right.
Whole room's in tears.
Everybody's having a big emotional moment, but
teacher-
this is sign language class, so it's a safe space.
Right.
The teacher who's been gone all semester and is
And,
gone
and has
the
only
fuck
ever
is
appeared
going on?
as a rascal scooter person.
rises up like FDR.
She stands. She stands.
Rises up like Franklin Roosevelt in the war room in 1944.
crazy.
And she goes, class, in the spirit of vulnerability, I too am gay. With Wendy, the TA. I'm gay with Wendy, the TA. She goes on,
You guys, if you're
me
not
and Wendy
watching the video,
have a
Andrea,
secret gay relationship.
Andrea and I are both silently laughing.
Do they bump the rascal scooter?
To stand up for the first time in a year.
She stood up and she says, "I'm also gay," and with Wendy. And she goes,
And Wendy's emotional.
and Wendy's Wendy's emotional.
Wendy's a puddle.
Oh, God.
And everyone's weeping, and they're like, "This is sign language class. Like, we'll always have each other." And they go, "Next is."
We'll always have each other. It's an elective.
It's an elective. Yeah, it's an elective. But no one will ever use any of
In
the skills.
Colorado, this isn't even like Yale. It's
Yeah.
even like Dead
Easy
Poet
A.
It's
Society.
people who didn't want to take Spanish. They didn't want to take Spanish. They didn't have Spanish inside of them, so they had.
Like, this will be an easy one.
And
This will
so
be a
they
fucking
go,
throwaway.
we'll make up a name for the girl, but they'll go. She goes. So Lindsay is next,
Which is our girl.
which is our girl. I made
At
up
the
name for her.
wedding.
Oh my
She goes.
God.
Lindsay is next. She has to follow pregnant girl, gay guy, gay
teacher.
with gay TA.
And sorry that this makes it funnier. Both
obese.
Both morbidly obese and
Also,
fluent in
have
sign
6
language.
adopted kids together.
And a bunch of pit bulls, brother.
Yeah.
Oh, brother,
God.
they got 4 pit bulls with
But-
6 legs
Yeah,
between them. I'll tell you
yeah.
what.
So she's like freaking out. Our girl's
Oh
like
my God.
freaking out at this
Our
point. Like,
girl.
how the fuck?
I would leave.
But the teacher goes, so this has been really emotional. We're gonna like
Take 5.
just take the rest of the class and like talk and stuff. And Lindsay will go first tomorrow.
Okay.
And so she's like, thank God.
So she buys herself a night.
Yeah.
She buys herself a night, but then after the class, she's like calling everyone she knows. She's like, I just had the craziest day of my life. I mean, I don't even know what's going on. Like,
I didn't
one
think my
chick's
teacher could
pregnant,
walk.
another
Yes.
guy's gay, the teachers are gay. This is like the craziest thing I've ever seen. And I gotta go fucking first tomorrow. And
I'm doing
fucking
Boulevard of
Green
Broken
she's
Day.
like
Dreams.
truly
with Green
like
Day.
freaking out.
Yeah.
And one
This
of-
is her worst nightmare.
one
This
of-
is everyone's
one
and
of
my
her-
dream. This is my dream that
Yeah.
this
One
happened.
of her friends is like, hey, listen, I know you're freaking out. This is like lunch before, like a couple hours before class. Take this. This will calm your nerves.
And gives her a pill.
Gives her a pill. She takes it. Does not realize full bar of Xanax. full bar.
Full bar.
Kind of a great call, though.
Full bar.
Kind of a
Full
great
bar.
call.
So now our girl Lindsay is absolutely
Dude,
barred out to the wind.
Dude, the
Not
freedom.
Wendy. Wendy's the TA.
I said
Yeah.
to the wind.
No, but it's
You
not
said
Wendy.
Wendy,
This is,
yeah.
We'll
I
call
said
her
Lindsay.
Lindsay.
I said
Okay.
Lindsay.
Okay.
Oh my God. Kind of a great call, though.
Yeah.
She's going to have a performance of a lifetime.
Well-
no inhibitions. Okay.
But dare I say, too much Xanax.
Right. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Maybe split it in half next
He
time.
goes
Yeah.
into the class and cannot make the wall from the floor. And
She's absolutely. If you've ever been barred out, you
Absolutely.
know.
Yeah.
You can't do anything.
Dude, full
Cannot
shutdown.
do
Full
anything.
shutdown.
She's
full shutdown.
Yeah.
she goes
But
up
she
and
must
as she
perform.
walks
Lights
into the
are on,
room,
no one's
Boulevard
home.
of Broken Dreams is already playing. She can hear it down the hall. She's just floored on
This
Xanax.
is
Yeah.
literally like when you have a dream and you can't move fast enough
Yeah.
because you're late
And
to
you're like,
class.
is this a dream? And you're trying to like
Yeah.
touch and hit things to see.
She
Oh my God.
she's freaking out. She takes to the stage.
Yeah.
She does.
And the stage
song
is just an
starts-
auditorium.
Song
It's
starts.
an auditorium, I think. It's
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
big state school.
Yeah.
So she does like the first line. I walk this lonely road, the only road I have ever known.
Scene. Or
You
no.
know?
No.
And-
Yeah.
and then
I walk a lonely road.
And you're on Xanax.
Yeah.
If I ever know. And then
She's
the
actually
next
not
line
moving.
comes, but she does the first line
Blanks.
over and over again for the whole song. So she's going in sign language. I walk a lonely road, the only road I have ever known.
As the song plays.
For the full song. And then also starts crying, but not because she's pregnant.
And not because she's gay.
But because she's on Xanax.
Yeah.
And she's afraid.
Oh my
And she
God.
can't remember
And
the
they think she's like having a
And
stroke.
the TA goes, I mean, this is sign language class. This is not what this is about.
Right.
And they extend none of the previously extended sympathy.
None of the previously extended sympathies.
Because if you're not gay or pregnant, you better tighten up and stop crying.
dude. Yeah.
Take those tears and fucking go
That's
home.
oh my God.
Failed the final. I believe failed sign language class.
And is homeless now. She can never sign again. If you try to get her to sign, she'll full shutdown.
The fucking
that
gay
is-
guy and the pregnant lady only had to do half a song because
Right,
they
and
had
then
an
they
emotional
cried.
come to God
Yeah.
moment.
Dude,
Yeah,
she
yeah,
should
yeah.
say she was addicted to
She
drugs.
should have thought
She
of
should have
something.
something fucked up.
Something.
I would have had something fucked up in the pocket
Yeah.
in case I
Just
biffed
the idea
it.
of-
She was too high and scared to think of that.
Yes.
Doing sign language to that first line over and over again is like so funny to me.
After two,
It's
frankly,
insane.
Grammy Award winning performances,
Yes.
Oscar Award winning,
Yes.
An FDR moment.
and
Yeah,
an
yeah.
FDR moment, and everybody's on the edge of their seat to see what's gonna happen next, and all
Dude,
you can
that
pull
sucks,
out
Dick.
is,
She
"I
could have
walk
never. No matter if she wasn't zanned up, this could never have been good.
There was no winning for
No,
Lindsay.
no.
Wendy-
She should have done that song.
Wendy and
Oh.
the teacher still together. 6 adopted Jamaican retarded kids. Just kidding. I don't,
And
I don't know
17
what they are.
parakeets. We'll bleep
Yeah,
it.
17 parakeets.
Yeah, 45
19 chihuahuas.
fucking
and a
boiled
plate
eggs
of
all over their
deviled eggs.
house.
Yeah, yeah.
Doubled
And a
eggs.
plate of deviled eggs.
And a story about the girl who couldn't do sign language to Green Day.
Oh
Yeah.
my
They have
God.
no idea what the emotionality that she went through.
Fuck.
They just think of her as some high slacker who couldn't get
Yeah,
it together.
yeah.
Meanwhile, they put her in this position by declaring their love for each other and inappropriate teacher
Yeah,
TA,
for
but
sure.
because they're gay and in wheelchairs, it's allowed.
Dude, the classic gay in wheelchairs loophole.
And this girl couldn't do baby language to punk for babies.
Right.
Couldn't pull it off.
Oh my God. I'm floored. I'm floored.
Yeah.
I'm floored.
Isn't it amazing
It's,
that this person just has this story
This
and
is
is afraid
folklore.
of public speaking?
yeah, it is.
Dude.
It's like the stuff
We
of,
gotta feed her a
it's oral
Xanax and
tradition.
get her
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
pod.
Yeah.
Dude, we need a fire pit
I'd
where we
fire-
do
I would, like,
this.
tell the next generation about it to
Dude.
pass it along.
This is the greatest story of all
Oh
time.
my
This
God.
is how like the Odyssey.
Yes, dude.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
Homer's Odyssey.
Yeah.
The Iliad, even. Yeah.
This is
It's gotta
Lindsay's
be-
Odyssey.
Dude, we got to write it in scripture
Yeah.
with like
Put it
a
on,
quill
like a Dead
pen.
Sea Scroll.
Yes, dude.
Dude,
Where can you buy
when
a
I-
fresh
Dead
when I
Sea
can't-
Scroll.
Dead Sea Scroll?
I would destroy the actual Dead Sea Scroll. Put
just hide
this
'em,
shit on
just
there.
add one to the cave.
Yeah, yeah.
Just for later.
Yeah.
For
We
long.
should have, when we were in the catacombs in Vienna, we should have snuck this story in there.
You should have been
Oh,
two
yeah.
lesbians
Yeah.
in a wheelchair.
a drawing of
Yeah.
the, of the
rascal
moment.
of the rise
Dude,
of the
I'm
rascal
telling you, when I
scooter.
can't sleep at night, I think of the teacher rising. And I go, if she can do that.
It's Star Wars.
It doesn't stop wobbling.
Yeah, yes, dude. She can't stop
And
wobbling.
then what does she say? And then she goes,
I am gay with Wendy.
If she fell off the wheelchair on the ground.
I think what makes it so extra brutal is that somehow everyone in this class was so supportive.
Of course. That's,
was
yeah,
not one
yeah.
cynic.
Yeah.
of everyone except Lindsay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There was not one cynic in the back of the room like this.
They're supportive
Yeah.
of every hardship except not doing your homework.
Yeah, yeah. Or
Well,
being,
this is sign language class.
yeah, or being on Xanax.
Sign language class.
Dude, it's sign language
This
class.
is sign language class.
You guys.
It would,
You can be gay, you can be pregnant, but you must do the work.
yeah, yeah. Work, bitch.
You must do the work.
It actually would
must
be
do
nice
work.
if you did the work and didn't show up on
Deviled eggs
drugs,
would be
doing
nice.
the thing over and over
Oh,
again.
there's
I'm,
no
like,
baby in your
sweating.
stomach?
Oh,
or
okay.
just
Oh, that's
Desire to
interesting.
eat
You don't have a
snatch?
tragic backstory and you're just gonna come in and fucking wing it.
So you
Yeah.
have no baby or desire to eat snatch, and you still couldn't get it together to do the song.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
just want to get this straight. You cried in the middle of your song, and yet there was no desire to eat snatch. And zero embryo.
How about spell that out for me?
Interesting. That's gonna have to be a C- at best for you.
Oh, it was an F. She failed.
Back to the drawing board.
She failed sign language.
Dude,
Capital
that's
F
so
minus.
funny, dude.
Minus.
And in college, failing a class in college can
Is
ruin your
so-
life.
Yeah.
It can create a domino effect.
If you're on a scholarship, kiss college goodbye.
Yeah.
Kiss your whole future
She's
goodbye,
a sex
man.
worker
It can
now.
really- yeah.
You met her. She's a sex worker in Amsterdam.
No, this is a person that I.
No, this is a person who's
This is a
very
person
nice.
very
Sure,
wonderful.
sure. Yeah,
She
yeah.
got it. She got herself back on track.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's doing great.
After this whole, this would take years to recover from.
I'm
It did take a
literally
decade.
sweating
Yeah.
from every
Dude,
fucking
she
pore in
has
my
night
body.
terrors of this woman rising
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
That's her fucking sleep paralysis demon. Is the woman in the
God,
fucking.
And
they
Wendy's in
showed
the
me
corner.
pictures of the TA.
Wow.
No.
I wish I could find them for you.
Wow.
Yeah.
How hot was she?
You ever seen plus size park hoppers? Brother.
Yeah, I have actually.
Yeah, of course.
If you want a visual.
Oh God.
Oh my good.
In a
golly
Mickey Mouse
God.
T-shirt, just being like, I eat this
Yeah.
bitch's box, and I
Just-
want everyone to know.
Box for dinner, eggs for
Dude,
breakfast.
did they both come out with this?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I believe all. No, I could be wrong, but all lesbians do this.
Right. Yeah. Of
To
course.
each other, they go,
Yeah. Upon first meeting.
I could be wrong.
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah.
No, that's how they signal.
Yeah.
They go
Right.
Across
It's
the
like
bar.
it's like how the fish symbol was for Christianity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go, I
Hidden
couldn't,
symbol.
couldn't help but notice that you did the pussy from across the bar.
Your subtle pussy eating motion and men's haircut.
And deviled eggs. You smell faintly of deviled eggs.
You guys, I can't believe you get that story for free.
Oh my
Holy
God.
fuck.
Well, I
That's
feel like it's a pretty
incredible.
quality
Dude,
pod
it's
we're delivering
crazy.
I know.
Fuck, I'm gonna die. I can
This
die
is-
happy now.
This is a pod version of bringing 24 perfectly deviled eggs.
yeah.
Can we put the story out as a chunk on YouTube?
Yeah.
Dude, it
Chunk
has to. No,
We can
I'll
chunk it.
I'll chop it up.
Chunk it.
and
This
send
is
it.
long form. Let's send
We're
this to
gonna
the
have
moth.
to chunk it and share it.
Yeah.
Honestly, this could go to some sort of like museum or something. It's
It belongs in the Smithsonian.
Yeah, dude. It's one of the best stories I've ever heard in my fucking life. It makes deviled eggs look like a fucking joke.
It makes
blows-
deviled eggs look like deviled eggs.
blows deviled eggs out of the water.
I don't even
Let's
want
be honest, deviled eggs is much ado
It's
about
fucking
nothing.
bullshit. Yes. Oh, she's got it all.
This is Hamlet.
Dude.
This story has everything.
Dude, this is
Yeah.
Othello.
No matter what you like, this story has it.
Dude,
you like
ups,
pregnant ladies,
downs.
got it. You like gay guys, got
Queer
it. You like gay
narratives.
women,
Do you like
got
an
it.
arc, like an
drug
emotional
addiction.
arc?
Yeah.
You like somebody gaining the will to stand for the first time in a fucking
To
decade.
talk about eating
Yeah.
pussy.
To admit to a room full of basically children that she eats pussy.
Yes.
Yeah.
A
And
hero's.
not only does she eat pussy, she eats Wendy's
She
pussy.
eats
Yes.
Wendy's pussy. And Wendy's here, and she loves it.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. We gotta get Wendy on the damn
Oh
Get
God.
Wendy on
dude,
the-
that's
also,
my-
Could there be a better name than Wendy?
It's perfect,
I know.
dude. My
know.
husband's mom name is Wendy, and I'm not gonna be able to look her in the eyes for a few
Yeah.
months. Oh my God.
Well,
dude.
Well, Joe, thanks for coming.
Oh my God. This is the best day of my life.
I dropped
Joe.
the bomb. I delivered.
Hey, tell the people what we're here for, Joe.
Yeah.
Guys,
Tell
thanks,
the people
first of all,
what all this
yeah.
is about.
thanks for having me.
Oh my
Hey,
God, you're the
anytime,
best.
brother.
If you like the stories, I got a couple more for you.
Yay.
My debut comedy special.
Oh my God. Get the
Yeah, yeah,
fan,
Yeah,
Miss
is,
Lady.
available now for early access. When
Yeah.
does this come
Well,
out?
by the time this comes out, I think it'll be out
Yeah,
everywhere.
it'll be out
All
everywhere.
right, well, it might be out everywhere. Free to watch on YouTube, June 10th. My special "Keep the Change" on the 800-pound gorilla YouTube
And that
page.
was the lady in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
The 800-pound
100-pound gorilla pussy eater.
Full comedy special. Please check it out. Watch it.
Dude,
Share it.
it's
It's really good.
great.
Lizzie
I was there.
I jumped it in the last minute.
Yeah.
It was great.
I think I performed on the show.
Yeah, you did. You were,
I did.
Yeah.
I did. Actually, I think I had the set of my life, and you never sent me the video. But
Yeah.
I
I don't know that they were rolling. But we
Yeah.
got some pictures.
But I did have
We
the set
actually
of my
didn't even
life.
really roll this podcast, so that's
but
good.
I opened for Joe that night, and I will say, regrettably, and I hate to admit when a white guy does something well, it was phenomenal.
It was phenomenal.
It was an incredible. It's so hard for me to compliment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
it's
let
really
it
hard.
out.
Yeah.
It was an incredible display.
Or
of
get
Joe's
drunk and be like,
comedic
I really
talents.
fucking love you, man.
Yeah, I should get drunk and just hard shut
Yeah.
down.
Can you
about your
imagine if I
special.
biffed it? You know, like
I
completely?
was
Dude, that's what I think
I'd
of
have to
every
move.
special,
Me
dude.
and,
It's so
me and Sarah,
scary.
me and Sarah, your girlfriend.
Sarah's back there,
We're
like, am I gonna have to
standing
leave
in the
this
back.
guy because
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
We were
scared?
standing in the back together, going. I mean, this anything could
He's got
happen.
no
was
bulge
a
and he's
keep the girl
biffing
special.
it.
But,
yeah,
he,
yeah,
but
yeah.
he did pull it out of his pussy, and
No.
he made it happen.
I
Dude,
tried my darndest.
And also, if you like Joe's stories. There's a great pizza delivery story in there
a close.
that
Yeah,
is
oh my
fucking
God.
Thank you.
phenomenal.
Thank
Oh
you
my
so
God,
much.
there's a bunch of great ones in
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
You
Shit
gotta
my pants field day, that's
dude.
in there.
Oh,
It's
shit your pants on field is a classic.
dude. Joe's an
What a
American
classic.
storyteller.
He really
Thanks.
is.
You're gonna get the
Guys,
Mark
stop
Twain
it.
Award. I feel like.
Yeah.
I think it's warranted at this
For
point.
this
story.
podcast.
Yeah.
For
The
this
story I told on
Dude,
this
the Mark
podcast.
Twain Podcast Award. How
It's you,
pathetic.
Dave
Yeah.
Chappelle,
Nobel
Yeah.
and
Peace
this
Prize in
podcast.
literature.
Yeah. And another white guy gets
Another
a
white
fucking
guy.
prize.
So genuinely watch Joe's special. I
It's
know
so-
we tell you to watch a lot of specials on here,
They
but we
don't
don't
mean it.
always tell you
Yeah,
that we mean
yeah.
it.
Yeah,
And
no, I
right
mean
now
it.
we are telling you that we mean it.
No, I mean it with my
Give it a
full
click.
chest.
And I mean, let Joe quit the job where they make him bring
Yes.
deviled eggs to the
Let
He's
me
getting
out. I mean,
psychologically
please,
Free
also,
bullied by
If
this
Sirius
woman.
XM is listening, please,
Kid.
Pick it up.
please pick
Pick
it
it
up.
up.
Throw the kid a bone.
It's out there. We got
my
we got
God.
the
Also, if
line in the
Sirius
river.
XM is listening, can you run me my fucking money?
Well,
Whoa.
I don't want them to
Well, let's
affiliate
not-
this
yeah, let's not-
with me.
this
here.
fucking
leave me out of that.
difficult
Well, they owe
woman.
me money and they're not sending it.
All right, but
Well,
what's
that's-
I'm
we'll
just
talk
saying,
about it.
Sirius,
trying
run
to
your
be,
pockets.
I'm trying to kiss ass.
Yeah.
Right now.
Well,
Anyway, keep the change.
well, I have a gun.
800-pound gorilla YouTube.
Lizzie, where can
June
they
10th.
find you? Follow you.
June 10th. 800-pound gorilla YouTube. Follow me on Instagram at Lizzie Cassidy. Listen to my other podcast, Close Calls. And come to my show every Wednesday at 9 at the Gutter in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. Maybe I'll be there, maybe I won't. Andrea.
Andrea Comedy 69 across all platforms. That's correct.
unbelievable,
I'm an
by the way.
unbelievable woman.
By the way.
I'm an
I never even
unbelievable
registered that
woman.
until you said it
yeah,
out loud.
you know, I'm a freak bitch. And subscribe to our YouTube channel, Respectfully Podcast.
Watch on YouTube. Leave a comment. Hit the subscribe motherfucking button.
Yeah, tell us we look like 500 women in wheelchairs, 500 pounds. I don't know, who cares? Good night.
Whatever.
Are we gonna
Tell us
mbop the way out of
tell
this?
us we look like a couple 800-pound gorillas.
Ray!
Bop.
Ba-ba-doo-da. Deviled eggs and boo. Deviled eggs and boo.
With
Oh, yeah.
Wendy.